Thank you for watching the weekly video about my service in Congress. This was a full week in Congress, complete with speeches on the House floor, committee hearings, press conferences, and meaningful meetings with constituent groups. As chairman of the House Armed Services Subcommittee on Readiness, I was grateful to speak on the vital action President Trump took to begin rebuilding our military by directing the Secretary of Defense, Jim Mattis, to review all aspects of military readiness. We can address the readiness crisis. Our troops must have the resources they need to continue their critical mission protecting American families. I also spoke on two new pieces of legislation that I introduced in Congress. The Spy Car Study Act will direct government partners and private auto manufacturers to conduct a study on the security and potential privacy threat in motor vehicles, and the National Right to Work Act that will make union membership voluntary, not mandatory, across the United States. During House Armed Services Committee hearing, I was grateful to speak with retired General David Petraeus on the current conditions of Iraq and how sequestration has negatively affected readiness of our men and women in uniform. I appreciate hearing his thoughtful responses to the national security threats and challenges we currently face. Since the new Congress was sworn in during the first week in January, I have been working diligently to put forth new legislation that I believe will bring positive change to the 2nd Congressional District. I joined my colleague, Congressman Steve King, in a press conference to introduce the National Right to Work Act, legislation that would create jobs. This week on Capitol Hill, I was grateful to meet with many inspiring constituent groups. Thank you to the South Carolina School Boards Association, representatives from South Carolina independent colleges and universities, and the National District Attorneys Association. I always appreciate hearing updates from constituents visiting the office. I was deeply grateful to attend the 65th Annual National Prayer Breakfast. This is a meaningful event that brings members of Congress and other leaders from around the world to reflect on how our faith shapes our service. A message by Senate Chaplain Barry Black of South Carolina Heritage and the heartfelt tributes for military families by President Donald Trump should always be cherished. If you or your family are ever in Washington, please come by the office. The staff looks forward to giving you a tour of your U.S. Capitol, also a picture of the Capitol Dome. Thank you for joining me for This Week with Wilson. If you have any questions about issues before Congress or would like to contact the office, please visit www.joewilson.house.gov. I appreciate the opportunity to serve you in Congress.